Hi, this is Jodie the Fitness Lady and this is Nolan, and we're going to show you 3 essential glute exercises that's going to increase the range of movement in your glutes and hips, and it's going to strengthen them as well. You're going to need a ball, okay? A massage ball is best if you haven't got one. A tennis ball like this is absolutely fine. So we're going to show you the first exercise. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, it's me that's going to do it, so am I ready? Yes, right. I'm ready. Right.
She's ready.
I'm ready. You're going to sit on your bottom. You're going to get your ball, okay? And you're going to lean to the left. I'm going to start on the right side first of all. I'm going to lean to the left, and I'm going to put the ball just to the side of your sitting bone, okay? And be careful where you put that ball. To the side of the sitting bone, on the cheek, okay? And then I'm going to lean my weight over to it. You're going to have your hands and the feet on the floor, so it's up to you how much pressure you take. You don't want to traumatize these muscles. And then I'm going to lift my left butt cheek off the floor, boop, and I'm going to sink down onto that ball. And then I'm going to roll the ball up that glute. What muscle?
Glute max. So we're going up alongside of the V-shaped bone at the bottom of the spine, all the way along that length. Cool. And what you find is all of the glute muscles literally goes across and attaches to that particular bone.
And then I'm going to roll slightly onto the sides, just a little bit further across. Same thing, 3 rolls up and 3 rolls down. Oh my. It's only tender on me because I did this how many times yesterday?
3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times yesterday, so I'm feeling a little bit sore. And then I'm going to go right onto the side, which is going to get a little bit more into the glute med muscle. What does that one do, Nolan?
So glute med is used to do most of the external rotation as well as the abduction, which means taking a leg off to the side. It's as simple as that. But importantly, when you come further to the side, closer to the hip bone, is where the muscles then come across and attaches.
Okay. So we're going to do that on both sides, but we're going to do everything just on this right side first of all. So that's 3 massage rolls up one section, a little bit further away, and then round the side. So that's got the muscles nice and pliable, so they contract into each other. They're nice and soft and aren't they?
Jelly-like is what I think she's going for.
We're going to stretch it now. So I'm going to come onto my back, and I'm going to rest that foot on that left knee because we're going to stretch which muscle, Nolan?
Again, all of the glute muscles running across here. So we are assuming what referred to as the figure 4 stretch. Okay.
I'm going to insert my fingers behind the back of that leg, and I'm going to hug that leg towards me. Now what I'm feeling here is the stretch there in the glutes. It's not this leg I'm holding, it's there, this one. And we're going to hug that knee towards you because I'm going to take it to its maximum stretch. Now we talk about 3 stretches, don't we, Nolan?
Yes.
Okay? Stretches talk to you. They either whisper to you, they talk to you, or they scream at you. We don't want them screaming. And if they're whispering, we can't hear them. So we want the muscles to be at that kind of stretch where it's talking to you. So I can feel that stretch talking. And then I'm going to load some... what am I loading onto it, Nolan?
So what you're doing is just creating some tension in the actual muscle that you're trying to stretch by pressing the ankle through the top of that knee.
So I'm pressing this lower leg away from me. So I'm loading the muscle. So the very muscle that's stretching here, and I can feel that stretching, by pressing the leg away, it's contracting that muscle. I'm going to do that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm slowly going to stop. I'm going to take a breath in, and then I'm going to hug that knee slowly a little bit closer. We want to do it slowly, don't we, Nolan?
Very slowly. Anything too sharp and hard, the muscle is going to feel threatened and go into a contracted state again.
Correct. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to press that leg away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly relax it. Nothing sudden. Breath in. And then I'm going to breathe out, hug it a little bit closer, and I'm going to do a 3rd contraction here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm slowly gonna come out of it. So what we've done there is we've taken the muscle to its end range.
Good.
And then we've strengthened it at its maximum range, correct? And we want to do that because we want to strengthen the whole range of the muscle and it prevents
any further injuries.
Any injuries.
And most importantly, like I said, is the lengthening of the muscle, but doing it safely.
Always safely. Train without the pain. Okay, so the third exercise we're going to do is we're going to, it gets a bit more technical. You're going to be able to do it, but Noel's going to explain the technical part of it. Same one, so I'm going to have that right knee forward, I'm going to have that left knee out to the side. We want to try and get as square and neutral as possible, so I don't want to be slumped like this, okay? I want to lift and lengthen my spine and straighten up that pelvis. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to put my hands in front of me because I don't want to face plant. I don't think I will.
Face planting is prohibited.
Train without the pain in the face plants. Hands in front, tummy in. I want to keep my shoulders back, my chest lifted, and I'm going to hinge here. I want the pelvis to come forward. So I'm going to try and bring my belly down towards the floor. So what I'm doing is I am adding load or weight through my upper body into that glute as I stretch it, and boy, I can feel that stretch there. And then to come back up, I'm going to push this front knee into the floor to bring me back up. Take it down again. So Nolan, explain what's happening here, because there's a bit of science behind this and he's better at that.
So we're eccentrically loading the muscle as we take it forward, yeah, which means we're lengthening as we're increasing or putting weight through the actual muscle that's being stretched.
We're making it longer and stronger.
Longer and stronger it is then. But of course, this is a modified version of the, again, pigeon pose.
2 more. And then I'm gonna come out of it. We're gonna do the other side, okay? So, same thing again. Let's go to the left bum cheek. So I'll turn this way, shall we?
Hitting repeat.
I'm going to lift that left bum cheek, put the ball to the side of my sitting bone, put some weight on it, hands behind me, lift my other bum cheek, and then I'm going to roll it, all that sore from yesterday. Roll it up, roll it back down 3 times. 3 doesn't seem like a lot. It's enough. Because we don't want to put trauma in those muscles, do we, Nolan?
No, not at all. So again, if you're not quite sure, here's where we're going with that ball. Just up and down alongside that particular bone there. Yeah?
I'm going onto the side a little bit now. 3, a little bit further up the side. I'm keeping my tummy in a little bit. Not just for the camera, but it adds support. And then I'm going to go on to a little bit further onto the side, 3 of those. So why do we want good glutes, Nolan? It's not just because they look good, although I'm not going to lie, that is a main motivation.
Looking good is always a motivational factor, but they are really used to stabilize the hold of that pelvis when walking, running, any activity. I'll keep the...
Okay, we're going to do that loaded stretch, okay? So left foot, right knee, relax. And if you're not comfortable, you can't quite get your head on the floor, you could just put a little cushion under there. I'm going to interlock my fingers behind the back of the right leg, and I'm going to hug that leg forward. And again, we're going to find that stretch that's talking to you, not screaming at you.
Good.
I'm going to add the load. So I'm pushing the foot and the knee away from me, but this knee here is stopping it going anywhere. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to relax it. As I breathe out, I'm going to hug it a little bit closer, and I'm going to repeat the same process. Now, don't worry if you can't increase the range of movement. You're still strengthening that end range, aren't you? And when you stop pressing, you might just find that you're in the same position more comfortable. And now I'm going to relax, Hug it a little bit further, and then this third one, I'm just going to add the load and then slowly come out of it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come out of the stretch. And then we get to do the pigeon one now, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to come up. I'm going to have that left knee forward because that's...
Switch spaces with you. Sorry. Go ahead.
That was my funny bone. Because it's that one. I'm going to take that leg back. Again, we want to square up, lift out of that lower back. Hands to prevent the face plant and bringing your belly down. In fact, what you want to be careful of, while I'm doing this, I'll explain it. Sometimes if we're stuck there, you might need to repeat them first 2 exercises if you're stuck. What sometimes people do is this, is they round the back and drop the chest. And you can see what happens there. When I drop that chest and round the back instead, which is a cheat, look what happens to my pelvis. It goes back. And so that very muscle we're trying to lengthen actually shortens. So we're going to sit up and we're coming forward, the pelvis. So it stretches that muscle, tummy in, come back up. And again, 8. Take it to where your stretch is talking to you, not screaming at you. And we don't want it whispering either. We've got to challenge it. So here, so I'm adding load, i.e. weight, to the whole muscle as I go down, pushing that knee into the floor to bring me up. By pushing that knee in, it activates the glutes, doesn't it?
It does.
How does it look from back there?
Looking mighty fine.
Thank you. And I've lost count now, you've put me off. Let's do 3 more. 1. Shoulders back, so you're strengthening your back muscles. 2. And 3.
Good.
Fantastic. So there's progressions to those. So work on those over and over again. 2 or 3 times a week, Nolan?
I would say that would be adequate to get you some good range.
And then in the next video, we'll show you, once you've mastered this, what comes next and how we can utilize that increased range of movement, function, and strength. See you in the next video.